Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the next video. I'm here today. I got a few bits and pieces that I gotta get done. I came in the garage last weekend. I just spent time cleaning most of all this up. I mean, it looks a bit better there, but it's still not the best. I gotta get a scrap bin so I can scrap all the shit that I don't need and like all that crap and the compressor and things like that. But yeah, I cleared off all the shelf spacing and just tied it up, made it a bit more user friendly. Got this whole thing out of the way, and I need this today. Where I'm out here today, I've got 3 jobs I've got to get done this weekend. First job I gotta get done, I gotta re-torque down the head gaskets. I ended up putting a set of standard head gaskets back in the car. What's out there? Don't worry. You can't see them. I didn't film it. I didn't want to bore you with guys with that sort of process, and I just smashed it out last weekend. They've done a couple heat cycles, so now I've got to go back and check the torque and re-torque them, or loosen them off, re-torque them back up. I'm not 100% sure on how the process goes. I will be double checking that, and I have to take the diff out of the car and pull it apart and inspect it, so stay tuned for that. I'm hopefully going to get that in the same video, because I need to see what's going on with it. It's making some pretty horrible noises back there. And third is I want to get this radiator. I'll probably do this tomorrow. Get this radiator in here and cut it apart. I want to try and get the transmission cooler core out of the ends if I can, and try and weld it back up without it in there. As you might have already been able to guess, this car struggles with heat soak and heating and cooling of the motor. It just gets fucking hot fucking quick. So I want to try and eliminate those automatic transmission coolers. I didn't have $1,000 to spend on a proper radiator without them. So the $150 eBay one's the only one that I could find, was an automatic one. And those coolers take up space for coolant and inhibit the flow of them. And I might even try and see if I can get like some sheets of alley and turn it into like a 3-pass radiator, just to try and make it a bit more efficient. We'll see. I don't know how that's going to go. For the time being, I'm going to get you guys set up on the time lapse. I'm going to get stuck into this. I've got to get the head gaskets re-torqued, and then from there we'll jack the car up and get the diff out of it, and we'll have a look at what's going on with that. Shit, did I unlock it? Yep, I did. Alright, so my goal for today, I got to get the headers off, loosen off the V-beam clamp, roll the header out of the way, take the rocker cover off. I may have to take this charge pipe out. Get the torque wrench, torque down all the head bolts, and then same on the other side, put it away back together, and yeah. I did end up moving the little fan from behind here over to there. I don't know how much it helped, who knows, but it's there now. So yeah, I'm going to get stuck into that.
I can
once that's done, I honestly don't think I'm even going to bother with the other side. That seems fine. I think it's the ARPs that are talking down on the head gasket differently, so I'm just going to quickly put the throttle cables back on. I'm going to leave the charge pipe up for now, and then we'll get a start on getting the diff out of it. I can quickly zap that back on. As soon as I find the bit that I need.
Looking past my reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. You were supposed to be the one to take every last pain away. Nothing on our loving, maybe time told us that we were different. Did it break you down? Staring at the ceiling.
Let's see. I gotta get this fucking thing out of here. So, ABS sensors off, drive shafts undone. Tail shaft, and there's 4 bolts on the top here, the diff mount, and then it should just come out. I'm going to make a start on these. Hopefully I don't have to drop the exhaust down because I really don't want to. It looks like I might have to. That sucks. Yeah, okay. And then I'll pull this sucker out and pull it apart. And make a start on these. Where can I put these guys? There we go.
Fighting off the feeling. One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down. Don't wanna go back to how I used to be.
Alright, there it is, just got it out. I didn't film it. I figured this would be the part that you guys want to see anyway. I'm going to go and take it in there and drain all the oil out of it and get the cap, but I got it out. It's an M80. The only way to tell the M80s apart from all the rest of them, which I found out the hard way, is right here. It has an 80 cast there. 78s and 79s have a 78 or a 79 there. These are the ones you want, the 80s. They usually have a 3-bolt flange. I modified my gear set, cut the snout off it, put my 4-bolt flange on it because I don't know, I just like it. I don't like the rubber couplings, but I have kept one on the gearbox end just to take the shock out of them, but it usually chews one out every month or so. Anyway, we'll get this inside. There's a little bit of metal flake in it. I mean, not really anything at all. I was just down there's a little tiny bit. But I mean, that's to be expected with a new diff. I was expecting a lot more with the noises it was making. The magnet on the drain hasn't really got anything on it, so that's a good sign. I mean, looking at it, it doesn't look like there's anything out of the ordinary, so I'm gonna pop the half shafts out of it. I'll unwind the cap and we'll get the center out up on the bench and we'll pull that apart, and I'll show you why I need to do what I'm doing. One. There's the other. Oh. Now, this guy. Oh, fuck me. Here we go. So, got her out. So, here we go. This is why I'm here. I'll get into this in a little minute. The bearings look alright. They're brand new. The outer cages are a little beat up. They're a bit pitted. I don't know. I'll have a look at the spare ones I got, see if they're any better, but I'll probably just slap these back in there. There wasn't big chunks of metal like I was expecting, so that's good. I should be able to just pull this shim out of it, put a smaller one in it, and then reassemble it and send it back in the car. I don't know. Okay. So when I assembled this diff, I changed the ratio over to the 3:9. I put fresh bearings in it, both pinion and crown. And these have a really cool trick where in the center, I'll show you in a minute, but basically you can undo these bolts, separate the center, and you can stack a washer or a shim to tighten them up. And I think I over shimmed it, and that's why it was really pissed off. It sounded like it was fucked, but it wasn't. It was just really pissed off. And it got nicknamed the Angry Diff because of it, because it was fucking angry. And the last couple of days, it's just been super angry. So I'm going to separate this diff and I'll show you guys what's going on inside. So this is it inside. We've got the spider gears. They all look alright still. Again, just a bit upset about being over shimmed. You can see here in the corner, that's the outer spider gear. This guy. This guy. that's what attaches to the half shaft. See the spline in there? That's just a washer or retaining washer, and in the center you've got these springs. So what you can do, if you pop these springs out without losing them, and what I did, you got this spring pack. I'm sure you can probably get stiffer ones. You take that spring pack out, and what I did, oh, come on you bastard. I need something to dig it out of there with. There we go. And so what I did, so I got this big chunky washer, slapped it down in the hole, puts more tension on the springs, puts more pressure on the spider gears. There's a little cone under here, I'll show you that too. So this will come out. Oh no, there is no cone. Oh, so I must just act on them. But yeah, you guys get the idea. So basically just puts more pressure on these gears, more pressure on the gears, and locks the center together. It's not the ideal way to do it. I mean, take it from me, it pisses it off, makes it really angry, but it works really well. It always twin-legged every time. Not once did I ever have its one wheel peel. But every time you turn a corner, these just fucking sound horrible. Crunch, crunch, pop, bang. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my big chunky washer. Actually, hang on, I'll be back. Alright. So I'm going to take out my big chunky washer. Oops, I'm going to take out my big chunky washer. And I'm going to replace it with this little one. See the difference? Yeah, camera doesn't want to focus, but yeah, there we go. I'm going to take this guy out, put this little one in. I could just take it out altogether, but I think I'll have a little one in there so it'll keep it nice and tight, but it's not going to be as pissed off as what it is with this in there. So we just plonk that guy back in there, stack the little spring in the hole, and then we put that one on the outer, and then that one out on there, and like that. So the washer just sits in here like this, and then what will happen is this will sit back on there and it will clamp everything together. So now I gotta get this guy. Oops, there we go. Oh yeah, it does have a cone. So yeah, it does have a cone. So this goes on your drive shaft, and it sits down in there, and then all that spring pressure pushes this cone down to the center and just locks the whole thing together. So there you go. That's M80 Diff Hacks 101. Now I'm going to slap this thing back together. Hopefully it's not going to be as pissed off with me about it. So now I gotta get that back in the case. First I want to check those carrier bearings. There we go. Alright, that's it. Alright, there she is. All nice and reassembled. Got the backlash set. Don't know if the mic will pick that up, but might be a little tight. But a little tight is always better. Doesn't need to be much. It will loosen up. So now I've got to go get some oil, put some oil in it, put the cover back on, and then get it back in the car. I'm going to go and wash up, and then we'll go and get some oil. Alright. So I got the backlash set. I got the bearing tension set, the carriers. I was going to quickly run into town, grab a litre or two of some diff oil. And then I'll come back and we'll get the cover back installed, and then we'll get it back in the car. So I will see you guys when I get back from the shop. There we go. Just got back out of the shop. I just went to Super Cheap. I just got some 85 140, got 2 litres of it because the car, or the diff, holds 1.6. So I had to get 2. It wasn't very dear. Nice. Mad little Gemini. I don't know if it's going to see it. That thing was sick. Anyway, I'm going to make my way back home. I'll see you guys there and we'll get it back together. Back, got the 2. I'm just going to empty this one straight in there, and then I'll just top it up with half of this one. I think I'm going to stick you guys back up on the tripod. So I'm just going to empty one straight in it. Trying to get a bit in those bearings. Okay. And then we want 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 400. So down there. Bit more. Yeah, about there. Give it a touch more. There we go. Hopefully you guys are still in frame. Get all the bolts in. Here we go. And that's it. We have one assembled diff. I'm gonna go let that silicone dry. I'll get it in the car and I'll see you guys when I'm finished.